The Bears offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So, defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
This time they stay on the ground. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We get started with a classic battle in the NFC. Dallas making the trip north to take on Minnesota. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Nick Chubb, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 Russian champ, Josh Jacobs. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. And that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Down. A tight end in motion now. Set. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's going to have a Packers first down as he gets this up to the 42.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready.
Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Packers.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let them hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the first down.
He's got it at the 7. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go.
In motion, Reed. A run on 1st and goal. And he's got another one. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Throwing is Williams. That is hot downfield by Odunze. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers, we have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title.
Ready?
A good play action with Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Come on, set.
From the gun, it's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Dobbs headed in motion.
Ready?
They'll run with Jacobs. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Now Love getting the Packers set for this 2-point try. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Chicago.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Wayne Walker.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go.
To throw is Love. He'll take off again. Woo! And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And this time, the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he will score. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Now Love getting the Packers set for this 2-point try.
Here we go.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they will not let up. He is into the end zone for 2 more.
Nothing fancy here. This was old school throwback smash mouth football, and they're able to pick up the 2-point play.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense. The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be 1 sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
Third down, 3 to go. Operating from the shotgun. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set this stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks in one game. I mean, to say this is absurd would be a dramatic understatement, and I hate to say it, but performances like this, people lose their jobs over.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's a 2nd and 12. Here's Jacobs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready up. Set.
Now Jacobs. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision.
It's week 10 of the National Football League. And this one features Josh Jacobs. He's the NFL's...